Check this out, guys, a brand new Pyroraptor right here, okay? Since we are going to review this, why don't we do a collection video of Pyroraptor versus Giganotosaurus, okay? So let's go, guys. Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to the Basement Dino Dungeon. Yes, today we will be doing Pyroraptor versus Giganotosaurus collection video. At the end of the video, let's bring every single figure and place them back into their respective shelf, okay? So let's do this together. Let's begin the video. Let's go. Alright guys, let's have a look at this, okay? I've actually cut a small little hole right here so it's easier for us to open this up. So what do we have right here? It's basically an Inmaginext XL figure of a Pyroraptor. I think this figure is looking super colorful and vibrant. Let's take a look at the back of the box. While it comes with this really beautiful illustration, nice Jurassic with Dominion logo. Okay, time to get this bad boy out of the box. Let me get my pair of scissors. There's like a little string tying this figure to the box, so let's just cut this loose. There's another one at the feet, so let's cut this one as well. It's right here. Just have to be really careful not to cut the legs of the Pyroraptor. Alright, nice. Out of the box. Okay, if you guys can see, there isn't any buttons on this figure, which means it is not able to roar or produce any lights like the Giga. Okay, so let's see. You're able to move the arms, which is awesome. This is nice. You're able to move the legs, and there's a nice clicking sound as you move the legs, which means there are like different notches for you to adjust the legs too, which is great. The tail, it can't be rotated, but you can find this little, blue part, which looks fantastic. And the eyes are actually like transparent. Very beautiful. I don't think the jaws can be open. Let me try. Nope, there isn't, but you can see there is like a very nice gap between the upper and the lower rows of teeth. Very cool. And the toe claws are actually painted very nicely, but too bad the claws aren't painted. Otherwise, it will look even better. So, yep, very beautiful. I'm gonna put this one right in the middle. Okay, right in the middle, like this. Okay, looking pretty cool. This one is the Giga version, but this one is actually slightly different. It has sounds and it has lights. Check this out, guys. Let me just turn off the lights for you guys to have a closer look and a clearer look at the eyes. You can see the eyes will actually flicker and it will produce roars. Check this out again. Yeah, you can see there are actually different types of roars. This one's like a stomping sound, and the eyes are actually flickering along with the sounds. Very, very cool. Okay, so this one is actually from Inmaginext. I was hoping for a kind of like, a version with lights and sounds, but too bad. That's fine, okay? So I think it's time for us to take a look at other Pyro and other Giga figures, okay? So let's do this. Let's begin with our biggest Pyro figure. Not too sure whether you guys have seen this. This is basically known as the ultimate Pyroraptor. Yes, I think this has got to be one of the more expensive Pyroraptors figures out there. There's electronic sounds. Let me just turn this on. There you go. This one is a super cool figure, okay? Check this out. The eyes can actually light up. You can actually pat it like this, and you can see it will respond to you, which is pretty cool. It will have different reactions. So I'm gonna try this one. Okay, I'm gonna pat the left side of the Pyroraptor's face. Okay, check this out. It will actually tilt its face to the left, which is super cool. And if you touch it the other way here, it will move the other way. I think this one is like one of the best and the most fun figure Mattel has actually produced. If you touch the bottom of their face, or rather the chin, check this out. Yeah, very, very cool. Let's pet it a few more times. I think, yep, he's happy, or rather she's happy. I'm not too sure whether it's a male or female, but you can see if I touch it or pet it not long enough, you know, she will be very, very happy. Alright, let me just turn this off. So this has got to be one of the best figures out there. I'm definitely sure of that. Okay, let me turn on the lights. Okay, next we take a look at a Giga figure. Okay, this is what is known as the Crash and oh my goodness, I have really bad memory. So this Giga is basically from the Mattel, okay, from the Mattel Hot Wheels set. Crash and I can't remember, what is that? Crash and Attack? Probably. Okay, I mean, if you guys know, let me know down below. I think this figure in terms of articulation is pretty cool. You can actually move this one down. It will trigger the jaw. It will open the jaw, and of course you can move the arms. Okay, this is actually part of the Hot Wheels track. And the car will actually slide down the track, and you can do this, and it will basically destroy the track and allowing it to eat the car, or rather stop the car, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I think this is the Crash and Burn. I can't really remember, guys, so I need the help of you guys. Comment down below. Of course, I'll be googling it later on. Okay, next Pyroraptor figure, guys. Okay, the next one is actually this. This one is a pretty cool one. This one is known as the basic figure. Yep. According to myself, this is the best basic figure ever produced. You can see the levels of detail, and you know, every single feather is like very nicely crafted. I love this figure a lot. I rate this as the best basic figure, the best 12-inch basic figure of all time, guys. Okay, all right. Let me move the figures slightly backwards because we have a lot more figures for us to display. Okay, next up, let's take a look at another Giga. How about this one? And speaking of my Giga repaint, you know, apologies I'm taking so long. Hopefully, you know, you guys get to see it on maybe on Tuesday. Hopefully, yeah, I promise you guys, latest by next Tuesday you'll be getting it. Okay, just want to say Merry Christmas to you guys. I almost forgot Christmas is just a few days around the corner. All right, this is basically the what is this known as? Let me see. I think this is known as the Strike and Roar. Oh my goodness, I really can't remember. Let me check out the box. Strike and Roar. Yes, I'm correct, guys. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. You know, hopefully I'm not getting like, you know, kind of like memory disorder or something like that, because I can't seem to remember a lot of the names. I mean, not the name of the dinosaur, but the name of the figure. I mean, do you guys have that problem? Okay, Strike and Roar. This is the button right here. Okay, and there's another one on the back. Okay, to be honest, I think this figure has received plenty of negative feedback because of, you know, the pose of this figure, because you can't really pose it in a neutral position because it's always like tilt to one angle. I kind of agree with all the negative feedback, but I also feel that this figure is actually quite well done in terms of the sculpt. But of course, you know, plenty of improvements could have been done, but that's fine, that's fine. You know, I think many of you guys were actually asking me to like sort of like dismantle it and do some modifications to it, but I'm not a very good kind of modificator. Is that, you know, someone who does modifications? Yeah, so I'm not very good at it, so yeah, maybe not. All right, next up, we do have another Inmaginext Pyroraptor, guys, but this one I think is not as beautiful or, you know, as colorful as that one behind. Okay, so this one is another Pyroraptor with capture gear. So once you press this button, it will actually spring right open. Of course, you are able to remove this quite easily and display this dinosaur without the capture gear. I mean, some people, they don't really like capture gear. I'm one of them for sure. This figure is pretty cool. You can see plenty of articulation on you know, this figure. You can actually move the tail, the legs can be moved, the jaw can be moved, the neck can be moved. Pretty awesome. Let's place the capture gear back. You're supposed to like snap onto the arms and close this. So this part basically prevents the jaw from attacking humans. Let's do this. You have to close the jaw first and close it. and this basically prevents the arms from attacking people as well. Very, very cool figure. All right, let's see what else we've got. Okay, let's place this one right here. Next, we move on to another Giga. Okay, next Giga will be what do you call this? These are basically the basic figure that can roar. Sound Surge. Yep, they're known as Sound Surge. I almost forgotten the name again. Oh my goodness. I need to eat some vitamins in my brain. Yeah. I'm getting absent-minded, guys. Okay, this figure, I think it is a fantastic figure, guys. It has very nice articulation. The pose is beautifully created. The legs are not too big. I mean, they're big, but not as big as you know, the ones from the Strike and Roar. And pretty cool. We have two versions. The roars are exactly the same. You know, perhaps we can actually do like a repaint of this one. Okay, yeah, pretty cool. I love these two figures. I think they are very, very well made. Okay, let me just remove this from the back because I feel this is kind of distracting. But before that, let's have a look at this. This is basically, you know, kind of like an electronic device. You can turn on. Okay, you can turn it on right here, guys. Okay, you can turn it on. It will be pretty loud. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I guarantee you guys. Okay, so if you wave your arms, they're supposed to, like, you know, light up. Yep. Can you guys see it? I think this one is not working. I think this one you have to put in the batteries. But very cool. Yeah, very, very nice. And this is the Giga version right here. You know, unfortunately, we don't have a Pyroraptor. I think that is unfortunate, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just turn this off. Yep, pretty cool. I love this. All right, I'm gonna put this one aside first, right over here, because I want the background to be neater. I feel it's kind of like messy. Yeah, messy. I'm not talking about an Argentinian footballer. Okay. Yep. So yeah, let's do this. Extremely beautiful. Let's create a very nice you know, backdrop. I want to create like a very nice thumbnail for my video. Okay, let's arrange them as neatly as possible, guys. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Next up, we take a look at another Pyroraptor. This one is basically the Gujitsu Pyroraptor that comes with a movable jaw, and you can see this Pyroraptor also adopts a very colorful color scheme. I love this. I think this color is amazing, but unfortunately I don't think this is able to stand unless we use this. You know, we can try using this to support it. This is like a plastic acrylic stand. Yeah, I think it's better if we use this to hold it. Yeah, it looks decent. Of course, similarly, we have the equivalent of the Giga, also from Gujitsu, as you guys can see. Pretty cool. It has a movable upper jaw. The body is stretchable, and there are like little beads inside, very soft beads. The tail is stretchable. The entire figure is like, you know, made of rubber. Really cute. Let me take another plastic stand for us to place the Giga, so that we can actually display it nicely like this. Of course, this is not like the official stand, but I feel it's looking pretty good. And let's place this one right here. Yeah, the jaw is like, you know, let's close the jaw so it looks cuter. Okay, time for the Pyroraptor, guys. Okay, what is this? We have a couple of this kind of like, you know, ferocious pack kind of Pyroraptor. This is one of them. You know, I'm gonna show you guys two more later on, and you can see the difference. Okay, maybe let's take a look at the Pyroraptor first. Here's the other two. Okay, this one is actually the extreme damage version, so you can clearly tell the difference. But of course, you can't really see the wound because the body itself is red in color, so the contrast is actually not too high. The arms are pretty cool. You can rotate them, you can lift them up and down, you know, as per what you can find from other figures. Their tail can be rotated, the hind legs can be rotated as well. So this one is a beautiful Pyroraptor, but this one is the one that is slightly different. So I think one of them actually came along with Kayla Watts, if I'm not wrong, and the other one is basically a an individual ferocious pack figure. So you can see the bottom is actually different. This part is totally painted in black, but this one has a graduation tone from black to brown right here, and it also spots a shade of darker blue from the thigh all the way to the end of the tail, whereas this one is like a split between the brown and the black. But both are, you know, the exact same sculpt, and I love what they have done right here. They have basically gave you know, some feathers on the top of his head with a very nice tint of pink. So it's really beautiful. Okay, so let's place this one right here. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's see what else we've got for the Giga. We still have plenty of Giga figures, okay, to be honest. Okay, right here we have a Giga that I really like. This is actually from the Captivz collection surprise egg. There's a small egg, there's a medium-sized egg which is known as the surprise egg, and there's a huge one which is known as the mega egg. So if you guys want to get this figure, you have to get it from the surprise egg, the medium-sized version. Okay, this figure of mine, it was not able to stand very well initially, but you know, right now it seems to be fine. Okay, and the equivalent of the Pyroraptor is actually sitting right here, guys. This one is a really beautiful one. So they basically call this like the pop and lock. You're basically able to like remove the tail, you can pop it right in. The head can be popped in as well. So this one is pretty cool. I love the Pyroraptor version. I love how they have painted, you know, painted it with a base color of dark gray, you know, patterns with maroon, brown, and of course some light blue to highlight the edges of the feathers, which really makes it pop. Yeah, it's a really beautiful one, I would say. Okay, let's put this one right here. Yeah, I'm trying to make full use of every space so that when we create a thumbnail, it looks great. Yeah, I want my things to be perfect. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Okay, next we take a look at another Giga figure. How about this one? This one is actually from Takara Tomy. I think you guys should have seen this before. It's a pretty cool figure. I think the sculpt is pretty amazing, but I'm not a huge fan of this ball joints, you know, on the tail. You can clearly see the articulation, which doesn't look super cool, but it's still nice. It's still a very nice figure. And of course, we do have the Takara Tomy equivalent, of course. And this is the version. You can see this one is like much smaller. It has a movable lower jaw. The legs can be moved, I think. Yeah, but the joints are actually pretty tight. But you can see this is a very well made figure. Highly detailed. The paint scheme is incredible. So let's put it right opposite Takara Tomy Giga. Now let's move on to the next Giga. We have the basic figure right here. Okay, that was a 12-inch basic figure, and this one, I'm not too sure whether this is considered 6-inch. This seems to be smaller than 6-inch, but you can see this figure is pretty cool. It has some very nice and interesting red spots on his body, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna put this one maybe here. Very nice. Unfortunately, there isn't a Pyroraptor equivalent, but that is fine because we do have a very nice one. This is actually a Japanese Takara Tomy Gashapon Pyroraptor. Okay, very beautiful. It's pretty expensive. I actually spent a lot of money to get it because it was not available in my country, so I had to pay like a premium price to get it delivered and sent over to my country. But I love this. I think this is really well done. You can see the Pyroraptor spreading out its wings, screeching out with the claws wide open, ready to strike. Perhaps that was a scene taken from you know, the part where the Pyroraptor was attacking Owen and Kayla. Alright, let's move on to the next Giga. next Giga, we'll take a look at the shiny ones, guys. Okay, these are the rare ones. Yes, but you know, we are fortunate enough to have 3 of them. Yes, the Giga, the metallic version Giga from the Captivz collection. Very, very cool. I'm gonna put this one right here. I have another one. I'm gonna stretch myself to reach it. Here's another one. What a beautiful. I mean, many of you guys know that I love T-Rex the most. I'm not going to lie. T-Rex is my most favorite carnivorous dinosaur. But right now, temporarily, the Giga, it's my most favorite carnivorous dinosaur. I mean, it could stay as my most favorite dinosaur. I'm not too sure. But right now, at this moment, I'm loving Giga more because, yeah, Giga is just really, really cool. What about you guys? And of course, the Pyroraptor equivalent. We have 4 metallic red ones. I know many of you guys are very, very envious. Some of you are sending me hate comments for having so many of them. Yes, guys, I love metallic paint figures. I know many of you guys who have been following me very, very closely. I love to paint my dinosaur figures with metallic paint, and yes, I have 4 of them and I'm proud of it. Sorry guys, yep, I know many of you guys don't even have one. Yep, but I can't give them away because I really love them, guys. I really love them. Perhaps I can give one away in the near future. Alright. Alright, let's move on to more Pyroraptors. Yes, we do have, okay, not Pyroraptors, Giga first. Giga first. Here we have another Inmaginext Giga, and I think this color is like so out of the place. Are you guys able to see like this part is like totally green? The green is so consistent, but all of a sudden up pops a very light turquoise Giga that actually, you know, spoils everything. I wouldn't use the word spoil. Spoil is a bit too harsh. I mean, it just doesn't, you know, fall in place with this green right here. What kind of green do we call this? Like an olive green. Yeah, like a dull green, which is really, really nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to adjust this, you know, as neatly as possible. So far, I'm loving how this is turning out, guys. Yep, you guys know how particular I am when it comes to arranging them on this table. Alright, let's move on to the next Pyroraptor. Yes, we have 2 amber version, guys. These 2 are also very rare, and we are very fortunate to get 2 of them. I mean, not fortunate, guys, because I purchased so many of these eggs. I purchased so many of them, so naturally you get, you know, higher chances of landing one of the rare ones. Okay, so let's move on to the Pyroraptor, I mean Giga again. So this one is the normal version. Yeah, the non-metallic version of the Giga. I think this is a fantastic Giga. Just putting this one right here, but you guys can see it can stand. Some of the figures it can stand. So sometimes what I do is that I'll lean it against the tail, but it's not, you know, doesn't really work all the time. But yeah, there you go. Doesn't look natural in this position, and you can see it doesn't align to the body nicely, but you know, this is the best way of getting the figure to stand. So this is something that you can do if your figure can stand. Okay, so let's move on to the Captivz collection Pyroraptor. This is basically the normal version. I think this is a fantastic figure, but you have to take a back seat first because I'm gonna put the normal version opposite the normal version of the Giga. Alright, let's see what else we've got for the Giga. We have 2 beautiful minifigures. They are the same, Dan. They are not the same. Have a closer look. This one has articulation on the jaw, but this one doesn't. Why does it matter, Dan? It does matter because we are collectors and we collect every single edition out there. And this one is basically like a less premium version. It came along with a vehicle, if I'm not wrong, or it came along with another set. But this one is like an individual pack where you have to pay, maybe, I want to say the price is different, slightly different. Yeah, so these 2 are different figures. Okay, very, very different figures. The articulation of the jaw makes them really different, at least to you know, very serious collectors. Okay, next up, Pyroraptor. Of course, we have the equivalent here as well, but it's so tiny. There's absolutely zero articulation on this figure. You can't move the tail. I mean, technically you are moving the tail, but there's like no joints for you to move the wings, the legs as well. Okay, so where can we put this? Maybe right here. I love how I'm arranging this right now. Okay, Giga time. Giga time. We have this one, and this one is actually from My Busy Book. My busy book is actually right here, guys. Okay, this is my little shelf, my little bookshelf of sometimes when I get information, I need to show you guys some facts about dinosaurs. They're all right here. So this one is my busy book. So this book actually contains some minifigures. Yeah, some minifigures. And Giga was inside, as well as Pyro. Pyro was also inside. And here's the Pyro version, guys. Here's the Pyro version. Yeah, I mean the sculpt in general looks pretty cool, but the detailing is kind of sloppy, as you guys can see. Seems to be like machine kind of created, so there isn't much details. It's kind of like blended off. It's not highly detailed. The paint scheme is also kind of like bland as well. Very, very badly painted, the eyes. But if you take a look at this figure from far, it actually looks quite nice, because I think they are actually using the computer 3D rendering file to create this sculpt. So so it's definitely nice. There's no way it can be not nice. You know what I mean? All right, next up, we take a look at this one. Okay, I almost said Funko Pop. It's not Funko Pop. This is the Wow Pop-Ups Giga. So very cute. They are like an upgraded version of the Snap Squad. You push this down, the eyes will close. You push it up, it will spring right up and opens its eyes. So it's like, peekaboo. Of course, we have the Pyroraptor edition, which is right here. Similar function, very adorable. These two are actually pretty big, so I'm gonna put them in front. They kind of like spoil the layout. Okay, right here, cutesy, very, very cute. Next, Giga, we have the Funko Minis. I love this figure. We have two of them. Very happy to get two of them. Very, very beautiful. Okay, but there isn't one for Pyroraptor, which is kind of a PT. And we do have another huge one right over there, guys. This huge one. Yeah, I'm taking my entire tripod here just to show you. This is the huge Giga. Very cool. Okay, going back. Where are we right now? Okay, so with the Giga, I'm gonna show you guys in a Pyro. This is the Zoom Rider. It comes with 4 wheels and plenty of exhaust pipes, 4 exhaust pipes. So this is like a super fast vehicle. And a Pyroraptor just screaming. Seems like the Pyroraptor is like riding a bike or something like that. Super cute. This one, let's just place this one right here. Okay, next Giga, we have the Lego Giga. The Lego Giga, the one and only Lego Giga. I think they have done a great job when it comes to the body. They have created like a new body, which is awesome. But this is really, really dumb. Okay, sorry for my language, because I feel they have used the wrong arms. Why did Lego choose 2 fingers for the Giga when they could use the 3 fingers from the Giganotosaurus? That is something that, I'm totally dumbfounded by Lego, decision to actually recycle T-Rex arms for the Giga. Doesn't make any sense at all. So I'm kind of disappointed, and yeah, I mean, if they have used the Giganotosaurus figure, Giganotosaurus arms, that would be great, because it has like 3 fingers, or create new arms for the Giga. And the head is basically the same as the Indominus Rex. The tail is exactly the same as the Indominus Rex, which is kind of a, the tail I can understand, but for the head, come on, create a new one. The guys will be happier. Alright, of course, for the Lego, we also have one right here, which is the Lego Pyroraptor. I think this is a pretty cool figure. Let's see what else we got. We have 2 plush figures right here, guys. 2 plush figures. Giga. This is a mini Giga plush. It still has the tag on, with the price tag still on. It costs like $14.99. I think this is you know, pretty expensive for a small little plush. And this is like the bigger version. I don't think this one has the price on. Yeah, very cute. Doesn't have any sounds though. Okay, so Giga and Pyroraptor collection. There's still one more Pyroraptor which I've totally forgotten to show you guys. It is the one from the Tong Shifu. Okay, Tong Shifu is actually a bronze statue from China. Let me show you guys. And of course, after that, let's just bring all this collection back to the shelves and let's place them back in. Okay. Okay guys, we're now at level 1 gallery. Yes, this is the place where we put our P and SO figures, okay, and some other figures right here which are like slightly, you know, more detailed and more realistic. Right here we have a Pyroraptor. This is actually a bronze metallic figure. It's very heavy, and every figure is actually individually numbered, as you guys can see. So what is this? This is basically number 0276, and there are only 3,000 pieces, you know, released. And this is number 276. It's made of metal, as you guys can hear. Yeah, very heavy, very beautiful, highly detailed. Has got to be one of the more realistic Pyroraptor figures that we have in our entire collection. Okay, so this is the part where we put all the Jurassic World related figures. These are actually from Prime 1 Studio, Nanmu Studio. We can do the Nanmu tour, you know, next time. And of course we have this really beautiful Scorpius Rex right here and our play buttons right behind. Okay, so now we are going to put every single figure back to the respective shelf, so follow me guys. Okay, first figure, we have actually placed the Giga back to this little shelf right here, and the Pyroraptor next to it. You can see there are some, like, you know, bandy biters right here. Okay, very cool. So this is the first item that we have placed back. Alright, next we head over to the Monster Island room. Okay, so what we have placed back is basically the Giga back into this little shelf containing all the Inmaginext figures right here. We also have the Pyroraptor, which is placed here. Okay, let's see what else we've got. I have also placed the Lego figures back to the respective shelf here as well, the Giga and also the Pyroraptor. Yeah, so this is my mini shelf containing my Lego figures. Okay, and I've also placed the plush figures back into this little corner dedicated to plush figures only here. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Okay. Alright guys, back at level 2 Jurassic Midlands. Okay, so what we have done is that I've placed the Giga back on the shelf right here, and the Crash and I'm not too sure, Crash and Attack Giga right here. I've also placed in the 2 Captivz collection Giga and Pyroraptor back into their position. Okay. And of course, the 2 Sound Search Gigas back into its original position as well. The Pyroraptor back into this enclosure. And of course, the Takara Tomy Gashapon right here. Okay, what else? What else we've got? Let's see. I think that's all for here. Any more Pyroraptors and Gigas? I don't think so. Let me check just to be sure. Of course, yes. You know, the ultimate Pyroraptor back here, the 2 Gujitsu back over here, and of course the basic figure back into the collection with other basic figures. Okay, and let's head over to the mini shelves. I've just placed all the minis into their respective areas as well. Okay, the Wall Pop-Up Pyro, and of course Wall Pop-Up Giga, the 2, you know, Mattel minifigures right here, the basic figure back into its original position, Pyroraptor right here, two Gigas, all the metallic Gigas, metallic Pyros and amber Pyros back to their original position. And of course this little Mattel Pyro. Okay, moving to the next shelf, I've placed the what do you call this? Zoom Rider Pyro back to its original position, as well as the Funko. Yeah, it took me quite some time. Can you guys hear that roar? There's actually a 40 Control and Conquer Taurus that is roaring non-stop, guys. It's roaring non-stop. And you can see, you know, it's going to rain. We've spent like the last an hour or so creating this video. Okay, thanks for watching this, guys. I will see you guys on Saturday in the next video. Thanks and goodbye.